Good day, YouTube. It is the 2nd of June, 2023. This is my 2017, I believe, Carryall trailer. It's a 5x8. I've had this since new. And I use the daylights out of it. I use it so much that I virtually never disconnect it from the black tracker. Very rarely do I ever disconnect it. If I do, it just seems like 20 minutes later I'm putting it back on to go get something. I literally use the heck out of this thing. And we got a trip coming up where I need to haul this golf cart. It'll be north and south of the state of Oregon and up into Washington and back. So it's gonna see a lot of use. We're gonna be on the road 10-12 days, something like that, and loading and unloading the golf cart almost every day. And the golf cart, especially with this rear seat extension on it, the footrest and such, is longer than the trailer. So what I need is a way to have the tailgate at this angle so that it can shut at various angles depending on what I'm hauling. And you can kind of see I'm starting to mock something up. I'm going to build something that I can have for this trailer and stay with the trailer in case I have to haul things. The other thing I've done, I've hauled up to 3 ride mowers in this thing by throwing, well, 2 in like a push mower. 2 ride mowers and some miscellaneous items is kind of what I can get in here. I throw the first ride mower crossways, the next one up right up to it, and then I just pull the tailgate up as close as I can get. I actually just winch it forward. So I want something to mechanically hold it there. Last thing I need is for a ratchet strap to break and have the tailgate drop to the ground at 60 miles an hour down the freeway. So and then hauling the golf cart's actually going behind the truck and camper. That's what we got going on. So you can see I've found a piece of strut. This is what industry just calls strut. This tab's a little bit bent, so I'll straighten it out and it'll square that up. And then this will lay flat against here. And this has slotted holes in it. So what I need to find is a piece of strut with round holes in it so I don't get oscillation forward and back. I don't really want that slop. I want round 1/2 inch holes for that 1/2 inch latch to go through it and not wiggle too much. So that is the goal for today. So this, having the strut being as wide as it is and adding a square washer in there, helps this gap real good here. These latches here just pull in like that and we'll have it. I may drill a hole out here at the end and put a cotter pin, although I don't know that that would be necessary. So we're going to do one on each side. So I did a little scrounging. I do have a piece of strut with 1/2 inch round holes in it and not slotted holes. So let's go cut a couple pieces. That one's 1 foot long. That's ridiculously long, actually. So 8 inches would be, 8 to 10 inches would be fine. Maybe we'll make it 10. And we can do things like put a bolt through there and then weld the head to the strut. Some things that don't need to come apart can be welded and made permanent. We got the time. Let's just build it right, and we can go from there. All right, let's go in and see what we got to work with. So out in my pile of miscellaneous, I have this strut. We typically call this 3/4 or 7/8 strut. This is with 1/2 inch round holes instead of slotted holes. So that's pretty good. So these I think are 2 inch. We'll measure these to be sure. Let's cut 2 10-inch pieces. Let's fire up the Evolution cold saw. Hey, there's that brush I was looking for the other day. It's probably full of metal shavings now. Okay, so let's fire up the cold saw and make us a couple 10-inch pieces. All right, we're gonna cut 2 10-inch pieces. Go from there. going by you. Put that back out in the pile for next time. There's the 20. I gotta recut the end too. It's not great. All right, we'll trim up those ends, but I had to remember to line up the holes. It's got to hold the tailgate up evenly with the holes, so I've lined the holes up. There we go. All right, there we go. They're dead match. Okay. Let me, the ends are pretty good. I think we'll go with that for now. Saw does a good job. And we'll have a little welding and grinding to do on them later. Let's go see about fitting them up. Well, this whole thing actually is easier than I thought. So I went to the hardware store, got couple bolts, 1/2-inch grade 8s, and a couple of locking nuts sitting over here. And I got those cleaned up, wire brushed the ends, and put some black paint on them, just so they don't stand out too ugly. I'm going to use these angle brackets as square flat washers, because that's what I have. And I had to cut this end, this side, off the bolt head, because this is too close to here. It's a little different than the other side, but with the head cut off, this will slide right in and lock in place. It won't turn. So that's how we're going to do that. We'll put bolt. I'm going to put lock washers on. I'm not positive if the lock washer will fit there. That's just so they have some spring to them. Maybe less likely to rattle. Get these and one of the locking nuts. So we'll see if this lock washer will go on as close as that is to that side. No, that's all right. It's not a necessity. Come on, off of there. Okay, that's good. So this will dry in just a minute, and we'll assemble this menagerie. Here we go. All right, so I gave them like 4 minutes for the paint to dry. That was enough, almost, not quite. And we got them on here. I'm going to show you how they work, and they work beautimous, fantabulous. So pull it apart. Okay, she's a swinging. Now we'll go to the other side. Go to the other side. Paint's a little light. Okay, support it. Pull them back. Alright. And then back up. And whatever hole you want, right? Click. Click. Might tighten that other one up just a little bit because it was floppy, but those are little adjustments that we'll make. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with the design. Very simple, but gets the job done. Will they go anywhere? No way. I wailed on that tab, tried to straighten it up like 50 times with a 3-pound hammer. I moved it a little, but it is going nowhere. So I'm pretty happy. So I got to load up a lawnmower and go cut the grass at the house. So that's next. Guys, thanks for watching. Appreciate the comments. Remember, I'm checking comments every morning. And thumbs up on the way out. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, do that. And we'll catch you guys on the next video.